Buried in the House budget of reconciliation, what we know as the big, beautiful bill is a legislative provision that attacks the federal judiciary. It is Section 70302. This section is designed to undermine the authority of federal judges. This provision limits the court's ability to hold the government accountable by limiting the court's ability to hold an administration or department in contempt of court. Holding a government department or administration in contempt is a key power that protects people, the people. If an administration, for example, started rounding people up without due process, or breaking into homes without warrants, or federal officers were wearing masks when they detain citizens or non-citizens. Let me give a sidebar at this moment that all people in the U.S., according to the Constitution, are entitled due process. A person cannot be convicted of a crime. It is required that you have to have due process. Through due process is how convictions happen. Rounding people up and claiming they are criminals is not only an immoral act, but using power to implement a racist policy. But I digress. The court has the power to enforce an injunction or a contempt order. If government acts unconstitutionally, this hidden provision strips the court of central power to keep the government in check. When officials fail to follow an order, they are held in contempt. The judge can impose fines, jail time, or other penalties. Section 70302 of the, quote, big, beautiful bill would forbid a judge from issuing contempt orders when a department of the government acts unconstitutionally or unethically. Section 70302 would require the suing party to put down a security deposit, hundreds or possibly millions of dollars, if it was later found through appeal that the ruling was wrong. Let me break it down. If you hire a lawyer to sue the government for taking your child because I stated that your child, without due process, is undocumented and is sent away and they have no proof, and a judge issues a contempt order to stop a wrongful deportation, you now, as the parent, would have to put down a security deposit of $500,000 just in case, it was appealed and determined that the government had the right to do what it was doing. This provision will keep people from suing. Who has $500,000 just lying around or $1 million to put down on a security deposit? Section 70302 is party to a larger conspiracy. We are in a battle for the soul of this nation and the future for our children. This administration is clearly seeking to use authoritarian means to run roughshod over the Constitution. The deployment in Washington, D.C. is not about anything dealing with crime, but is solely about deploying federal officers around cities that have a large black population with black leadership. It is about making sure that there is low black and brown turnout during the midterm election. We must realize the Civil War never ended. There was just a ceasefire. And we are in the middle of a Cold War with the descendants of the Confederacy. In order to win the Cold War, we have to be empowered with education. In order to win the Cold War, we need liberating organizing. In order to win this Cold War, we must know we do not fight against flesh and blood, but against spiritual forces in dark places. We win this war by making Black sacred space a space of emancipation. We win this war by speaking truth to power, praying and organizing, and knowing that we as a people have been in moments like this before, and we will never back down. That is my 5 minutes.